The Diecast Misfits have invited the building community to join them in a Halloween build for October. I started working on converting an old Hot Wheels blackwall casting into a hearse. It involves some styrene work that I started, and I was going to add curtains on it like I did the blown delivery a while back. But then some issues came up that knocked me off stride. And so, with the deadline rapidly approaching, I decided to set that aside for now. And I wanted to do this Matchbox Midnight Magic casting restoration. I figured I could get it done by the due date, and there's something about this casting that makes me think of Halloween. Maybe it's the name, maybe it's the colors, I don't know. But I definitely wanted to show my support for their group and get in on this build. And this little thing's begging for a restoration. As you can see, it's a multicolored design. There's areas of it that are silver. You can tell that even with the scraps that are here. And parts of it are black. And, well, masking things off has never been my long suit, especially since I rattle can. So I knew this would be a challenge no matter what. But I thought, well, let's give it a shot. So I took the casting apart. As you can see, I did take the set of wheels off the base as well. And drilled it, tapped it, got it into the pieces. And it has the one post at the front. I put a 256 screw into that. And then it hooks in the back of the casting. So I needed to clean it up a little bit. This is obviously greatly sped up. I only wish I did things that quickly. But I since it's a restoration, I didn't get too carried away overdoing the cleaning of areas, if you know what I mean. I tried to keep it as original as possible, but yet get rid of the wear, in effect. So at this point, I'm working on the base, obviously, and that's also part of the reason I took that wheel set off of there, because this is going to be need to shoot it with some paint. And when it comes to the paint, what I end up Krylon specialty lacquer, black. You see the clear lacquer, the Worth, and then Duplicolor Universal Chrome for the silver. And I laid down the black first, and then I mask it off. And I'm horrible at masking, so I'm not showing you that. The Tamiya tape that you see me using there, the 3mm and the 5mm, is fantastic for masking. But my steadiness and accuracy isn't all the best. I'm no Wampus Cat Customs when it comes to that. But gave it my best, and a brief note here, you're going to see me cleaning the glass with polish, and it didn't turn out as well as I had hoped. And so then I end up sanding it down. As you can see, there's after the first polish, and it's not great. So I end up wet sanding it down here with 3000 grit foam-backed sandpaper. And then I polish it again. But back to the masking, I didn't want you to see me bumbling and fumbling. And I laid down the black, masked it, then hit it with the clear to seal it so paint wouldn't run under the edges of the tape. And then I went over it with that. They say it's chrome. It says it's chrome on the can. It's silver. It's far from really being chrome, at least in what I've seen of it. But it is the exact color I wanted for the base and for the highlights. So that's how I approached it. Gauzy, gauzy, gauzy. Yeah, I dipped the glass in gauzy. I'm going to talk about the masking a little bit more as you're seeing this part here. So when I masked it off, I had to make a choice. I decided, the one part of the masking, you're going to see the end results here in a little bit. And the one part I'm not really pleased with is the roof. I went when I masked it, I went with wider silver areas to match the pattern on the hood rather than matching the narrower areas on the back engine cover area. And you'll see what I'm talking about. The painting itself, I thought, worked out rather well. And doing that clear coat over the first masking, I think that it makes this my most successful masking job that I've done as far as having anything seep under the tape or anything like that. The Tamiya tape is excellent. I highly recommend that. It's worked very well for me in the past. And usually I'm just doing straight lines. It's no big deal. You can bend that tape very easily. And it just does a fantastic job. It's wonderful to work with. And it hasn't lifted anything off on me. There you see the base painted in that same silver. And I attached the wheels to it here. And I just hit it with a little CA glue. They pretty much snap back in because it's a snug fit over those posts. I wasn't going to drill and tap and put screws in to hold them in place. So I just finished that off with a little CA glue, and they're not going anywhere. So there you see the end result, and that is the black laid down first, masked, then hit with clear, then hit with the silver. Then at that point, the tape was lifted off. I was really pleased with how that Tamiya tape came off. And there's a problem when you rattle can that the paint is so heavy, you end up with thickness problems. I think whenever you're doing this type of masking, I think it's a clear advantage if you're airbrushing because you're able to do much lighter coats, much more precise coats, where you don't have that luxury with the rattle cans. But all in all, I'm pretty pleased with this. And I'm pretty pleased to be able to participate in this event. So it all comes together pretty well. There you can see I don't have the best eye when it comes to masking. I'm halfway tempted to reshoot that roof. I don't know if I will. And I definitely wanted to get this completed in time for the build. And so at this point, I'd like to congratulate the Diecast Misfits on the creation of their group. It's a great bunch of guys. And I wanted to definitely take part in this, the first community invitational of theirs. And be sure and check out all of the builds in this event. They do have a YouTube channel that I will have a link to in the description of this video. So please check out everybody that's participating. There you see the end result. And I think this is probably my best masking success to date. If it wasn't for the roof, I think it would be a very good restoration. That's the only thing that's making me kick myself right now. I think the engine compartment, I was able to do that, paint that area, I thought, very well. I thought that turned out pretty good. So hopefully you like this build. And again, be sure and check out all of the other builds in this event. I'm looking forward to the customs that are done for this. And I'm really looking forward to completing that hearse. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of October. But we'll see how that goes. It may be a December hearse. Who knows? Everybody, thanks for watching these videos. Stay safe and healthy out there. And I'll catch you in the next one.